Okay, so everyone's getting real excited about Wonder Woman crossing $400 million, but the fact is, it hasn't. It hasn't crossed 400 million. The chances are pretty good, but as of right now, it's sitting at 395 domestically. Next weekend's projection for it is 3 million. So it still has 2 million to make. I'm sure it's going to make that 2 million within the next 4 weekends. It's going to be out. If we compare this to Batman versus Superman, Batman vs Superman was out for 12 weekends. That's it, 12 weekends, and it made $875 million. Its domestic total was 330. So Wonder Woman's already beat the Batman vs Superman domestic total. It's already a huge breakthrough. I mean, 400 million is it's not like a big thing, okay? What's more shocking about the Wonder Woman box office numbers is the foreign box office. It is less than the domestic total, which is crazy for a big blockbuster film that came out in the middle of the summer. Usually, blockbuster films take in a lot more money overseas, but for some reason, Wonder Woman is probably not going to reach 400 million overseas, which is weird. It's just weird. And Wonder Woman's total is 770 $75 million. So, I mean, the chances of Wonder Woman making $35 million in the next 4 weekends is pretty slim. So it's not going to cross 800 million, which is what I suspected it wouldn't do. But still, I mean, it's just, I mean, if it crosses 400 million, it's just going to barely cross 400 million. And it's only going to, I mean, let's, let's face it, only America is watching the film, which is crazy. Around the world, like, you expect if this was like a big fucking hit, the rest of the world would fucking go see it, right? But for some reason, they're not. Batman vs Superman overseas numbers was over 500 million. Where did that 200 million go? Like, where did it go? Why didn't people show up for Wonder Woman overseas? Is it, is China showing the movie? I don't think China is showing Wonder Woman. Are they? I don't know. Maybe that's the difference or something. But yeah, as of right now, it doesn't look like Wonder Woman's going to cross 800 million. Batman vs Superman is still the highest total. Wonder Woman's probably going to be second highest, and then Suicide Squad, then Man of Steel. Still a huge success for Wonder Woman. But people be calling, they're just calling the 400 million mark pretty early. We're at least like 2 weekends away from it crossing 400 million. So people are, they're jumping to that conclusion pretty quick. I mean, who knows what happens? More of like nobody goes to see Wonder Woman anymore next weekend, and it only makes like $500,000. I know it's not possible, but like, what if? Then everybody just like jumped the gun a little early. I mean, that'd be hysterical to me. But yeah, I mean, it's a good thing that it's about to cross 400 million. It's more of a troubling thing for me though that the foreign numbers aren't as high. I mean, it's about the same, but still, like, it should be crushing overseas. Like, why isn't it? Why is it just America that's fucking in love with Wonder Woman? It's weird. It might just be me. I don't know. Because I feel like Warner Brothers did advertise this movie a lot, didn't they? Didn't they say they spent more on advertising for Wonder Woman than they did Batman vs Superman? Right? So why the fuck are those foreign numbers not getting up there? We can only hope that those overseas people show up for fucking Justice League, right? They better. Because they didn't really show up for Wonder Woman here. More Americans saw Wonder Woman than anybody else in the world, so, I mean, it's kind of a fact. It's kind of a fact. If you're looking on the box office numbers on Box Office Mojo for Wonder Woman. So, either way, it's a huge success. I mean, I mean, it would have been nice if it got across 800 million. That would have been very nice. But let's take what we can get. Take what we can get. Wonder Woman's a success. It was always a success. It only had to make like $400 million to be a success, and it almost doubled that. So you know we're looking pretty good. Even if Justice League bombs, they're still gonna make the next Batman solo film. They're still gonna make Wonder Woman 2. They're still gonna make Suicide Squad 2. You know, all those movies are still happening. Justice League would have to like tank horribly. It would have to like make less than $200 million. You know what I'm saying? Like it would have to be like the worst disaster in movie history, and I don't think that's possible at all. So let's see. Obviously, I don't think there's a chance. Obviously, but you never know. You never know. I can't read the future. I can only guess real well. That's it. Anyway, yeah. Congrats to Wonder Woman. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.